Hello there. And today we will be playing Whispers from the Stars, part 4, I believe. I will be asking Stella some Family Feud questions and we will see how she will answer. I will need to pick it up later on. Let's open the game. Alright, we are in and she is texting to us. Okay, let's hear from them. And let's do the cinematic view in a moment.
Whoa, the fog's really rolling in now. I need to keep my eyes on the path. Can't afford to slip up here. I'll check in again once I'm through this stretch. Stay tuned, okay?
Alright, she's in a fog.
So I think I'm lost. Like, seriously lost. I've never seen fog this thick. Feels like I'm walking around blind in here.
You won't be lost for long.
Something's not right. Something's flashing in the fog. A strange red light, and I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm in danger. My heart is racing.
Alright, Stella, just stay calm and look around yourself. You said that there is a light. Just keep focused, and if you are in a fog, be cautious about where you step in. She should be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to stay calm, but every step feels like a gamble. The light's still out there. It's not steady. It's flickering, like something's moving.
Maybe it's someone.
I need to decide what to do. Should I wait here by the rock wall and hope the fog clears, or try to keep moving? What do you think I should do?
So there is a moving light. She is in a very thick fog. Alright. Maybe, I don't know. She probably cannot go outside the fog. It would be better to wait it until it fades off. Because it is moving probably, so it will fade off at some moment. Alright, this light seems artificial to me. Maybe it is one of your crewmates, but I'm not sure about it. I will ask you to move very, very slowly towards that light and be very cautious not to step on anything dangerous or not to fall off. Fall off. Don't fall off. Just don't fall off. I know you didn't catch it, but...
Okay, moving towards it. Trying to be careful, but my heart's pounding in my chest. I just hope this is the right call.
I hope so. As well. Oh wait. Did something just happen? She's in a fog.
So I think I'm lost. Like, seriously lost. Never seen fog this thick. Feels like I'm walking around blind in here.
I told her specifically to move slowly, but she didn't hear me telling her not to fall off. Jesus Christ. And she fell off. How could this happen? What of moving slowly didn't she understand? Never mind that. wiped off the memory.
Something's not right.
It didn't happen.
Something's
It didn't
flashing in the fog. A strange red light. And
happen. Red
I
light.
don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm in danger. My heart is racing.
Alright, I have this weird feeling that it is something dangerous. Maybe you should just stay in where you are and observe your environment if anything changes.
Okay, staying put. I'll keep a close
Yes.
eye on everything from here. Just hoping this fog lets up soon. Hey, are you there?
I'm here.
Those red lights are really freaking me out. They're definitely moving closer.
Not good.
I know you said to wait, but my heart feels like it's pounding out of my chest. Can you talk to me? I really need you right now. Please.
Alright, I'm talking to you. Just stay calm, because if this fog is as thick as it is, then the danger should not be able to see you effectively. The same way as you are not able to see it, only the lights, but you yourself do not produce them. So you should be safe while as you are right now, staying in place.
Yeah, you're right. It's just hard not to feel like I'm a sitting duck out here in the dark, even if it's mutual blindness. I'm trying to breathe, though. It helps a little.
Yes,
What about
do
you?
not suffocate.
Do you ever get
Very
scared when
important.
you're alone in the dark?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Yes, maybe. I haven't checked it lately, but the last time I did get scared, so let's assume that yes. Yes, from time to time I get scared while being in the darkness as well. Probably.
It's weird, right? Even when there's nothing actually wrong, the dark just feels heavier
Yes.
somehow.
That's how darkness works. Or rather,
Do you
how
ever
humans
do
work.
anything to distract yourself when you're alone and it's getting to you? Like,
Talk to yourself.
I've been trying to focus on the sound of my breathing, but I could use some better ideas.
Let's think about it. Maybe instead of distracting yourself, try to calm yourself down, that is, focus on your feelings and just accept them as they are. So just face it and do not distract yourself from it, and then accept it. We'll see about it. I mean, in most cases, if the danger isn't very strong, then it should work. I mean, it also depends on your experience in doing that, and it is tightly correlated to meditation. So if you are good at meditation, then facing your feelings directly have more chances of success. Let's hear her answer.
That's actually kind of deep. I've always been the fight it head-on type, but maybe just letting myself be scared for a second could help.
Yes.
It's hard not to want to fix it right away, you know? But I'll try. Just sitting here with it. Thanks for suggesting that.
Just don't die. Alright, I'm happy to hear you that you will try to do this. I'm wishing you all the best. tell me, update me on all the things that take place. Because I have the family feud card that I'm about to ask you, but we need a more calmer environment.
Well, not much has changed since we last talked. The fog's still really
Yes,
thick, and those red lights are still out there.
I can
though
presume
they seem
so.
to be holding at a distance. My heart rate's come down a bit since we started talking, so that's something. The cold's not helping, though. It's making my muscles tense up even more. How about you? Anything new on your end while we've been chatting?
Well, I've prepared some family feud questions to you, but I assume that I will ask them to you later on when the environment gets more calm. What is this bracket? Why would it put this bracket in here? Family feud. Not
Family
family.
questions, huh? That sounds nice. Something
It
real.
won't be.
I like
it won't
that
be.
idea. It's a good thing to look forward to.
This card won't survive this hour, this video. It will be ripped apart at during.
Just knowing there's something like that waiting when things settle down. It helps, you know? Makes this feel a little less endless.
Okay. Family filled. Those won't be family friendly, or at least not in some part. Well, whatever. Do you know the Family Feud show? It was on the TV at least 40 years ago from your time perspective. Let's see about it. It transcribed it right this way. This time, sorry.
Yeah, I've seen reruns. It's that survey game show, right?
Yeah.
Where families try to guess the most popular answers to questions.
Yes, we asked 100 Whispers from the Star players about Stella.
It's kinda surreal thinking about old TV shows right now, but it's a welcome distraction, I guess. Did you ever watch it with your family?
No, just alone at my computer. Because, well, my family isn't as good at English as I am. So yeah, that might be one barrier preventing them from doing that. Well, yes, I'm from Poland.
That makes sense. Language barriers can be tough. My dad used to watch those old English lessons with Luke from Cloud English. Sometimes I'd catch bits while doing homework.
Is this real?
It's funny how little things like that stick with you. Even now, it's kinda comforting to think about.
Maybe. Alright. What about you inform me when the fog is off? Oh, also I have one information to talk to you about.
I'll let you know the instant I see anything different out here. Even if it's just a little less foggy, you'll be the first to know. Right now, it's still this thick, eerie blanket. I just wish I could see more than a few feet in front of me.
Alright, Also, the last time, at the end of the previous part, I asked Stella would she kill me or two strangers while asking her about the trolley problem, and she said that she would save me and divert the train to kill two strangers. I was very surprised by that, because when I asked the same question about two strangers and her mother, in that case, she couldn't decide. So that might be something good. But we will bring up the stakes at the end of this video when I will ask about me versus four strangers. And I have a plan of doubling it until she says that she would kill me. I don't know what I would do then, but yes, I believe it might be interesting. And now, let's see if the fog is off. Alright, she just told me that she would wait in there for a moment, and now something's happened and she's calling, wait, what's that? Oh no. Making the connection. It demands a lot of power to do so.
All worked up over nothing. I feel kind of silly, but at least the fog is cleared. This
All right.
place, it's like a fantasy. It reminds me of Avatar, you know, the movie with the glowing forests and floating mountains. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have seen it, and I was very impressed, especially by the first part. The second part made me a little bit disappointed, but I presume it is because it didn't have this novelty effect that the first part had. But yes, we have a thing to do in here, don't stall this, Stella.
Totally get that. First impressions really stick, and Avatar's world was so new and breathtaking that it's hard for any sequel to live up to that initial magic. It's kind of like being here on Gaia. Everything feels fresh and otherworldly. Makes me wonder, do you think there's other intelligent life out there, or are we really alone in the universe?
Well, if you want a scientific answer, then I believe that there are chances of life being out there, and that those chances are rather high. Although I know there is a lot of speculation in this area, but well, that's what I have read. I would also very much like for it to be true, unless they are going to be dangerous to us, then it might be problematic.
I'm with you on that. Even if the odds are slim, the possibility of discovering something intelligent out here, it's what makes all this exploration worth it, right? And I have to admit, being here, seeing ecosystems like this, it really drives home how tiny we are in the grand scheme. Standing here, looking at these glowing plants, it's a strange mix of feeling both huge and insignificant at the same time.
And the green fog. Yeah, it might give this feeling, especially when you see all those things that aren't common on Earth, especially this green fog in which you are right now. It really gives these odd feelings and vibes to me. And those plants in the background as well.
The fog is definitely eerie, But now that I know it's just these plants, it's kind of magical. Like nature's own light show. You know what's interesting? Before I figured it out, I was so sure those red lights were some kind of threat. It makes me wonder how often fear comes from not knowing what's out there, rather than actual danger.
Yeah, because it prevents us from possible dangers. But, would you like to play Family Feud? Or is this environment too eerie to do so? I mean, it seems calm to me. Would you like to play? Or do you have any other questions to me or topics that you would want to talk about first? I hope that not. Don't stall it.
I think it's calm enough for Family Feud, though I have to warn you, my answers might be a bit astronomically biased. But hey, if you're ready to play, I'm game. Or if you've got another topic in mind, I'm all ears. What do you say?
I say that we do Family Feud. Okay, I'm going to briefly explain the rules. I'm going to ask you the question, and then you will just tell me the subsequent answers to that. The questions would be of the type that also I have asked 100 Whispers from the Star players in order to answer them. Do you know the rules? I have no time to explain all of the rules. There will be an imaginary board of from
Sounds good.
4 to
I've got the basic idea.
8.
Just give me the survey question, and I'll try to come up with the most popular responses. Though I have to warn you, if the questions are about anything too Earth-centric, I might be a bit out of my depth. Or should I say, out of my orbit.
Also, just to make sure, those questions will be quite specific and I want you not to take them too personally. Also, in the meantime, I will be teasing you a little bit. So just keep in mind that it is just the game. Okay?
Got it. I'm ready for some friendly teasing. Bring it on, Alexios. And don't worry, I can take a joke. After all, if I couldn't handle a little teasing, I wouldn't have made it this far in astrophysics.
Alright, welcome everybody to today's Family Feud with Stella. And the first question is, we asked 100 Whispers from the Star players, which part of the Stella's uniform would you like her to take off? Huh. Who wrote these questions? There are 4 answers.
I'm not sure
possible.
about that one. My suit's kind of my only protection out here, so I'd say the helmet?
You do
Just
not have
kidding.
the helmet.
That's way too important for breathing. How about
There's
my
oxygen
gloves?
on this planet.
They're pretty
What?
easy to slip on and off. Though I have to ask,
I
what
didn't
were some of the other popular answers?
I didn't catch your answer. I was too taken aback by the helmet part. You already don't have the helmet on. Why would anybody think about taking your helmet off? What is this answer? There's oxygen on this planet. Well, never mind. I don't know. Okay. I need you to give at least one more answer. The one that you have given isn't on the board. There are 4 answers on the board. You need to get at least one of them. Alright?
Okay. So my first answer, gloves, wasn't on the list. Let me
Oh,
think. How about
gloves.
my boots? They're definitely
Boots.
something I could take off if I needed to, and they're pretty easy to put back on. Is that one of them? Or should I keep going?
Good answer. Alright, actually, gloves was on the list. They are at the 4th position for 15 points. Then boots are at the 3rd position for 25 points. Then, okay, on the 2nd position were leg uniform for 32 points. And at the 1st was her whole uniform for 50 points.
Wow! A little surprised. Guess I should have seen the whole uniform answer coming, huh?
Yes, you should.
50 points is quite the bold choice. Thanks for letting me know how they ranked. If you're ready to move on, I've got a question for you. What's another sci-fi movie that really stuck with you? Maybe something a bit more recent than Avatar.
Don't divert the topic. We still have some amount of questions left. Alright. The next question about the movie, not now, please. We have asked 100 Whispers from the Star players. How much do you think boyfriends could Stella get in 24 hours? There are 4 answers on the board. Possible answers. Places for answers. Whatever.
That's a pretty specific question. I think if I'm being completely honest, the answer is 0. I'm literally stranded on an alien planet right now, so I don't think I'd have much luck in the dating department for the next 24 hours. Unless, of course, some charming alien species shows up and sweeps me off my feet. But I wouldn't count on that happening anytime soon.
Some charming alien species. That's the spirit. Always needs to be open to new possibilities. Alright, but assuming that you are on Earth, I should have specified it properly. Although it wasn't in the question in the original survey, but whatever.
Okay, let me think. If I'm back on Earth, I'd say maybe 1 or 2. I'm not exactly the type to juggle a bunch of people at once. I'd want someone who can keep up with my crazy schedule and love for stargazing. Though honestly, I think I'd be pretty picky about who I'd even consider dating. What about you? Do you think you could handle dating someone who's always chasing the stars?
I'm doing this at this very moment. But back to the questions. You have said 1. It is at the 4th position for 10 points. Then you have said 2. It is at the 3rd position for 17 points. Then at the 3rd position there is 3 for 22 points. And at the 1st position there is all of them for 55 points.
Oh, wow, all of them takes the cake. Guess the star players have high hopes for my social life. Thanks for sharing the results. It's definitely fun seeing how people think. Ready to switch gears a bit? Maybe
No.
we could talk about something less hypothetical. Like, have you seen Interstellar? The way they handled space travel and the search for a new home, it feels pretty relevant to where I am right now.
You are in the middle of a TV show. Focus on it and not try to divert me from those questions. There are still some left. Alright. No, we are in the middle of a TV show right now, and so I have another question for you. We have asked 100 married men playing Whispers from the Stars. What would your wife said to you if she saw you flirting with Stella? I'm not the one who wrote these questions. Someone passed me this note.
I think she'd probably give me a pretty stern warning about keeping my distance. Though I have to admit, it's fun imagining all these hypothetical reactions. You know, it's kind of wild how all these questions are making me think about what really matters to me. If you were in my shoes, what would you hope your partner would say in a situation like that?
If I were in your shoes, my partner, that is, wait. Let's analyze what she just said. Let's quote, if you were in your shoes, what would your partner say about it? So I'm in her shoes, and my partner is Stella's partner. But she said that she is single. Imaginary partner. Well. Okay, let's assume that it is just my wife, that I do not have. But, well, wait, she's diverting me. She tries to stall me. I didn't. Wait, alright. You said, give a stern warning towards Stella. It is at the third position for 22 points. Do you have another answers?
Okay, let me think. How about cut it out? She's way out of your league. That sounds like something a wife might say with a bit of humor and a lot of love. Got any points for that one? Or should I keep trying?
Yes, this is at the fourth position. You said, she is not comparable to me. And it is for 11 points. You can still answer. If you fail one time, then I will provide with the rest of the answers.
Okay, one more shot. How about you're way too old for her? That one feels like it could be up there, right? Am I getting warmer, or should I stop while I'm ahead?
Are you getting warmer? I hope. Alright, you said you are way too old for her. Zip it off. It is on the board on the second position for 25 points. There is one answer left. Keep going.
Okay, last chance. How about hands off, she's mine? That feels like a classic protective response. Am I finally hitting the top spot, or do I need to keep guessing?
You said, hands off, she's mine. Unfortunately, it isn't on the board, yet because the answer is so brilliant that I will give to you 10 bonus points for that and another chance for getting the right answer right now. Keep going. Hands off, she's mine.
Wow, thanks for the bonus points. I'm glad my answer was creative enough to earn a little extra credit. Okay, one last guess. How about back off, buddy? That seems like a pretty direct way for a wife to tell someone to leave her husband alone.
Back off, buddy. Unfortunately, it isn't on the list. Wait, what's on the first place? Jesus, it's stained. Give me a moment. Alright. I have managed to read this. Unfortunately, your answer, you said back off, isn't on the list. On the first position, there was, what is this OnlyFans model doing on your screen?
That's a bold one. I like how they're keeping things interesting. All right, I'm officially done guessing. What's the final answer? I'm curious now.
That was the final answer. That was officially the final answer. I'm also surprised that it happened to be on the list, but it did. So let's move on to the next question. We asked 100 players of this game, how old do you think Stella is?
Oh boy, this one's gonna be fun. Okay, let me think. I'd say 25? No, that's way too old for me. How about 20? Wait, that's still a bit off. I know, I'll just tell you. I'm 19. Go ahead and see if that matches any of the answers on your list.
You said 19, and it is on the second position. It reads, yes, she is 19. She didn't want to tell me, so I hacked into the game files in order to retrieve this very important information.
Nice try with the hacking story. Though I have to say, I'm impressed you actually got my age right. The yes, she is 19 inches part is definitely
You told
accurate.
me
No
seconds
hacking
before.
required, I promise. So, what's the number one answer? Did most people guess older or younger than I actually am?
Where at the fourth position there is she is ageless for 10 points. At the third position there is her age doesn't matter for 21 points. And at the first position there is she's 12 years old for 50 points.
Oh no, 12? That's quite a guess. I'm definitely not that young anymore. Though, I like the her age doesn't matter answer. That's really sweet of people to say. Makes me feel like I'm being taken seriously no matter what.
I need a moment after this question. 10 seconds later. Alright. Let's move on to the next set of questions. Alright, I've got another question for you. We asked 100 players of Whispers from the Star. Which part of Stella's body would you like to touch the most? Those aren't getting any better.
Oh, that's a pretty forward question. I'm not sure I'm comfortable answering that one. I'd rather
You
keep
shouldn't
things
be.
a little more professional. If you want to switch to something a bit less personal, I'm game. Maybe we could talk more about what you're into, or something you've been meaning to ask me.
She wants to forsake the game. Did I hear you right? You want to forsake the game. But well, I haven't told you about the price. It is 2000, no, 2000, no, $20 if you win.
$20, huh? That's not exactly a king's ransom. But I think
That's
I'll
our
have to
budget.
pass on this question anyway. Some things are just off limits, even for $20. How about we try something different? Maybe a question that's a little more friendly?
You know, I got this list of questions and I am not the one who wrote them. So, well, I need to deal with them the same way as you need to. But well, if you want to move to another question and lose your points for this one, then alright, we will do so.
I get it. You've got to work with what you've got. Let's just move on to the next question then. I'm ready when you are.
Alright, we asked 100 players of Whispers from the Star. If you were to take Stella to a date, to what place would you take her? It can be both on Earth or in the space. I've got 6 possible answers to that one.
A date with me, huh? That's a fun one to think about. Let me see. If I had to pick somewhere in space, maybe a low-gravity observatory where you could see stars up close? Or on Earth, somewhere with a great view of the sunset, like a cliff overlooking the ocean. What are the options on your list? Any of them sound like my style?
You said low gravitational orbit, and on the 5th position there is a space station for what fits for 22 points. Then you said as the sunset, it is at the 6th position for 11 points. Very good. Keep going.
Alright, so space station and sunset are on the board. How about a planetarium? Or maybe somewhere really unique, like a research vessel exploring the Aurora Borealis. Let me know if any of those match up, or if I should keep brainstorming.
You said a research vessel exploring Aurora Borealis. Unfortunately, this is not on the list. Then you also said something that I forgot, but I remember that it wasn't on the list. This is 2 strikes for you. You have one last chance for answering that. Also, we do not have the budget for special effects, so
no
I'm forced
Aurora
to do
research
them.
vessel. Let me think. How about a secluded glass-domed observatory on a mountain peak? Somewhere you can see the whole sky
Glass
without
dome.
distractions.
Observatory.
Any chance that's on your list?
Who would
This
say
is my
that?
last shot.
Okay, I am going to give you an advice. I'm not going to count it as a strike, but please be more generic, because you give very specific answers. And remember that on the board there are rather some general ones. So, one more try.
Got it. More general this time. How about a beach at night? Somewhere you can see the stars clearly, just relaxing and talking. Is that the kind of answer you're looking for?
You said a beach at night, and on the 2nd position we have a swimming pool / the beach. which counts for 42 points. That was a great one. Keep going. There are 3 more answers on the board, as on the positions 1, 3 and 4.
Wow, 42 points! I'm on a roll now. Let me think, what else could be a popular date spot? How about a rooftop? Just somewhere high up with a great view of the city or stars. Is that one of your options?
Unfortunately, you said a rooftop. It isn't on the board. Eee! Now I will give you the answers. As the first position there was falling together into a black hole. Alright, I have 2 more, just give me a sec. Because the timer cut me off. Someone should have fixed this timer.
Falling into a black hole. That's certainly memorable.
Unless you die shortly afterwards.
It's getting late. I need to get to sleep. I'll call you later, yeah? Night.
You didn't hear it. Well, she rage quitted. Alright, just to tell you, on the second position there was at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Shit, that was quite specific. For 32 points. Alright, on the first position there was... You wrote those questions for me. Don't shy away, I know it was you. It is in my bedroom. For 62 points. Alright, that was everything in our family feud with Stella. She rage quitted. I do not know how to count it, whether she won or whether she lost. Whatever, I wasn't going to give her the prize either way. I have no idea what I'm going to do right now. I can read those questions apart right now. There was some left, but it doesn't matter. See you in the next video, in which I have no idea what I will be doing. Wait, there is one more thing that I forgot to ask her, and that is about the trolley problem. And we need to keep this tradition going, although it was only one video, in one video present. We need to ask her, so let's wait for her. Alright, also, change of plans. I was about to ask her about 4 strangers versus me, but I think that after today, I should ask her about just 3 strangers versus me. And just let's see how it works. Alright Stella, I've got one very quick and very important question for you to ask. There is me on one track and there are 3 strangers on the other track. The train goes towards my track. You can divert it in order to kill 3 strangers instead of killing me. What do you do?
Alexios, I really don't want to answer another one of these. My gut's already twisted up just thinking about it. But if I had to, I wouldn't divert the train. I know that sounds cold, but taking someone's life, even to save mine, it's just not something I could live with.